With container gardening and indoor plants becoming so much more popular than they already were, which is great for me, there are certain things that we all need as gardeners. One of the things that I certainly have been asking for is a premium potting soil. Well, what does that mean, premium? It means that I don't have to add all the bits to it like I normally do. And the good news is the guys now at Garden Master offer a premium potting soil, which is right up my street, and it's going to be great for you as well. Now, being a premium potting soil, you are going to pay a bit more, but guys, it's so worth it. And I say that with complete conviction, having used it myself. So, let's open up this bag, and I'm going to show you what this looks like as compared to the normal standard potting soil. Look at it, look at it, look at it, look at it, because this is what I'm talking about. If I take an ordinary potting soil, in other words, that has not got all the added ingredients as what this guy has, this is basically a bark-based. You can see there's a little bit of probably some river sand in here, and that's about it. Not great for water holding capacity and even for drainage. Now that sounds like a juxta, but you need both of those for optimal root growth. You need good drainage, but you also need the product to be able to hold enough water, but just enough not to make the plants waterlogged. So have a look here. Can I take it and form a ball? An average ball? Can I take this and make a ball? Yes. You can even see in terms of the color, guys. This is much darker. Why is it much darker? Because it's got organic additives. Organic additives mean the following: good humic content. Big word. What's humic content? It means we've got good stuff in the soil. When we've added humic content, it means we've got living microbes. Living microbes, those are the good guys. Those are the guys that feed our plants' roots, that provide nutrition, and also that when our plants are growing, that it gives them that consistent early supply of nutrition. So let's go through what exactly is in here. Number one, it is bark-based. So we can see the bits of bark here, which is sieved bark, into the right sizes, moving from a very small 7 mil up to about a 13 mil. I like the color. Remember, color tells a lot about your growing medium as well as your soil at home. So what makes this special? The added ingredients. What's in here is cocoa peat, and you can see those by those little fibers. Now, what does cocoa peat do? Number one, it holds some moisture, which is what bark doesn't do. Bark can hold a certain amount, but after that, whatever it cannot hold, excess just drains off, which is why the addition of the cocoa peat really does the job. Plus, it's also got the right pH. The second thing it's got in here is vermicompost. Now, vermicompost, or worm castings, as we know, are full of microelements. Now, when we talk about microelements, we also talk about good hohos and good nunus. What are those things? Well, those are the things that add the trace elements into our medium. The other thing that it's got in is vermiculite. Now, vermiculite isn't a volcanic-based product. It comes in fine layers, and it also has water holding capacity. Not only that, in between these layers, air pockets are created. So, a couple of things we all know what plants need. They need air in the root system to allow for a healthy, well-drained product. But there's that juxta about holding moisture and draining well, and vermiculite will do exactly that. But primarily, this has been well composted. And I think for me, that has to be the ultimate winner. Right, so when we've bought beautiful plants, especially like this indoor plant, which is a spathiphyllum, of course, one of the best ways that we can make sure that they are going to do incredibly well with a long life, and that's an important part, a long life, it's ideal to plant them on. And that's when this premium potting soil is going to come into play. Remember, one of the mistakes that we all make when purchasing plants like this is that ideally it shouldn't live in this for more than 6 months. If we had to leave it in here, the plant is eventually going to become stressed, lack nutrition, and of course lack space. So let's get going and show you very quickly how to use this premium potting soil. Now, I'm using a gorgeous terracotta pot. For all pots, make sure they've always got a drainage hole. Very important. I've got a little bit of shade cloth here, just a small piece. And all we're doing this for is simply just to stop our potting soil falling out straight through the pot. The other thing that you can use is some gravel or some inexpensive pebbles lying around the garden. Once we've got that in, add in some of our premium potting soil. And remember, when you're adding in here, always consider the size of your pot. I normally, as a gut, simply just go with a quarter. All right, when moving our plant, give it a squeeze, grab it by its neck, pop it over, and off it comes. So we pop that baby in. Remember, never too deep. All we do is that. Feed it round. Right, once it's in, take the back end of your trowel, firm it down a little bit, and you can see the height that I'm getting to now is ideal. See where I put my hand? There is still enough space in order to add water that it's not just going to pour over the edge. Man, and we are good to go. We have set this guy up for success. Folks, gardening is an investment, and I know that for you as well as myself. Much like we're buying the best plant that we can find, the healthiest plant, and the best container that we can afford, so too do we want to make sure that the ingredients and the potting soil that we use is of the best quality. In other words, premium. The premium potting soil from Garden Master is 100% organic, great for root growth, and has all those additives that are going to make sure that we are giving our plant the best possible chance of doing what we want it to do. So remember, folks, your premium potting soil is available at your local builder store or online. Remember to visit the blog to check out other great articles, DIY videos, and how-to clips to turn you into a green-fingered guru. Get to Builders and get it done.